It has become a vivid possibility that many residents of Lagos State will have to migrate or japa in the near future because the statistical trajectory of Lagos economy will not allow for anything that looks like average or medium. Let me explain. As I walked through the bustling streets of Lagos, I couldn't help but reflect on the extravagant pension enjoyed by ex-governors of Lagos State. While the city thrives with energy, many residents struggle daily. What happens when outrageous gratuities for ex-governors overshadows the pressing need of the state? If the current APC continues and produces about 10 to 20 ex-governors, how will this affect the residents of Lagos State and overall the Nigerian people? For the purpose of clarity, you can check out this video on our YouTube channel that details the pension program and the severance benefit enjoyed by ex-governors of Lagos State.
Probably the worst, because as a matter of fact, the provisions, I would say the provisions are even far higher than what...
Now, with what you've just seen, how do you think that affects the residents of Lagos State and overall the Nigerian people? You may think this has nothing to do with you because you live in any other part of the country and not Lagos. Now, let me tell you how this hits home for you too. In Nigeria, there's only one functional seaport, and that seaport is in Lagos, the Apapa Wharf Seaport. And about 80% of everything that every Nigerian lives by is imported. That means you are, indirectly paying the taxes, you are indirectly paying the levies that Lagos State will impose on, the wharf and the importers. That is one of the reasons things are high in your end and probably outrageous even. So you see, all of us are paying for the ex-governors to live that lavish life, to have that overburdening pension and severance benefits. Now, there are things that can be done. The Nigerian people have overlooked this. Many don't even know the pension policy that the Lagos State ex-governors are benefiting. This figure is shooting to over 800% of the incumbent governor's salary by annum. 6 vehicles every 3 years and 5 for the deputy governor, housing in Lagos and Abuja, security personnel, SSS and all that. I mean, think about it. The cost of these things is shooting to over 800% of the incumbent governor's salary per annum. And this is per ex-governor. So, you see, the Nigerian people are, in wherever they are, paying for this because not only the Lagosians that will pay for it, anything that arrives the seaports would have to be cleared by custom. There's a policy on custom. There's Lagos State Internal Revenue will go hard on every importer to, pay duties and all that, whatever they are paying. All right? If and when APC produces about 20 governors in Lagos State, taxation on the industries in Lagos State will be tripled. Private car owners who drive on the streets of Lagos will pay taxes for using the street. So it goes without saying that importers are paying huge amounts at the seaports to clear their goods because Lagos State Internal Revenue is mandated with generating these funds for the ex-governors to have their pensions and all that, as well as other policies in Lagos State. Many do not understand how Lagos State function. I mean, it is a dynamic city. The trajectory is so great, but I can assure you that trajectory that is going high is trickling downwards and is going deeper. The reason is this: if and when APC continues in office in Lagos and produces about 10 governors, it will be unbearable for any Nigeria because it will be a burden on the government to satisfy the ex-governors and this severance. We need to think about it, and something needs to be done ASAP with urgency. And as a matter of fact, the first thing that needs to be done is, there are several options. The first thing is to decide in the coming elections that APC will not be in office, not by war, not by fighting, not by protest even, simply by voting right to get APC out of office. There is nothing you can do. Let Jesus Christ come from APC It cannot fight APC from within APC. It's not possible. I don't see the possibility. The racketeering is just too much. APC is tough in Lagos, and leaving the office is a tug of war. But we don't want war. We don't want violence even. So, what is the second option? The second option is that there be a critical, deliberate, actionable move to establish seaports in other parts of Nigeria by governors of other states. Because, take it or leave it, even the governors of other states will be paying ex-governors of Lagos State, whether directly or indirectly. Because you probably have business you're doing as an ex-governor, whatever you're doing, and you have to import goods to your state, you will pay that duty in Lagos State. You will pay those fees, those exorbitant, extravagant, exaggerated fees. You will pay them. Other ocean places like Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Delta, Imo, they have larger ocean than that of Lagos State. It can be dredged and another seaport is created. It might seem like, oh, my focus is on seaport and all that. I'm just saying, if Lagos State have to pay the severance benefit and the pension to their ex-governors, let it come from the resources of Lagos State alone, not to tie every Nigerian into that particular benefit. See, there's a danger that is lurking in the shadows and nobody's looking at it. Everybody just feel like, well, let them enjoy, it's their state. Well, you are indirectly paying these bills because the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service has been charged with these levies. They have to produce this money. In my industry, I know how one parastatal will divide its agencies into 5, and you hear environmental sanitation levy, environmental health sanitation levy, so many levies from one parastatal, but the bills are enormous. How many tax are we to pay in Lagos State? So a seaport elsewhere is inevitable. And it's a matter of urgency right now. So Nigerians can have ease in terms of, cost of living and all that. The third option would be that the clamor by Nigerians for hunger day. Yeah, it is true. But I want to ask us a critical question. Since the days of my fathers, there have always been hunger. No government has come and people don't complain. There has never been that government that came and people say, yes, we are enjoying, this is the best government. They will only say it's the best government when that government has passed. But during that government, in that regime, there's always that strong complaint. We are complaining about the same thing over and over again. Now, there have been several protests that, borders on hunger, day, livelihood and all that. But nobody is protesting on the development of infrastructures for the benefit of every Nigerian. So when we want to protest again, let it be channeled towards infrastructural development. Let us channel our protests to state governments, other state governments, and say, yeah, let us create a seaport. The state governors are the landlord of those states. So they can actually dredge the ocean, set it up for importation, and then remit funds to federal government. It is still possible. Federal government is still making money from it. So at the end of the day, there is wealth across all the parts of the nation. There is better, approach to livelihood, and there is competition. And custom have better job. They can have job in Lagos and job in Abuja, job in River State, job everywhere because importation has created more jobs. And we keep clamoring for low lives and all that. So there is need for us to protest right. If we must protest in the country, let the protest be about infrastructural development rather than hunger day. Please subscribe and put on the bell notification to get updates on our videos. Also, like and share for someone else to see this. Most importantly, for stakeholders who can make changes to see this, because it's important. There's danger that locked in the shadows, and we have to do something about it now, and it's a matter of urgency. Thank you very much. I remain smart, Joseph, and I'll see you in the next one. Private car owners who drive on the streets of Lagos will pay taxes for using the street. Right now.